It's your boy. I just came back from the drugstore. It's hot as balls outside. I'm sweating. I'm drenched in sweat. And I have my window open for all to hear what I'm about to talk about. I am lacking sleep today. Insomnia gang. Lately, I've been seeing something plaguing the internet. And it really, grinds my gears. Because it's so weird to see. But it also, I guess it makes sense considering the environment we live in nowadays. So I'm deciding to jump onto this topic just because I mentioned it in the last video, and it's audience accountability and creator accountability. Because I think this needs to be talking about. Because a lot of big tubers, a lot of big streamers have a very interesting opinion on this. So pretty much it's saying that if you do something online, it has consequences in real life. You wouldn't download a car, would you? No. So that means be nice on the internet. So basically, if you are talking about someone, you're talking shit about someone, you're saying, you know, they're made of stinky poopy diapers, they eat babies, and they're a real goofball, and then your audience takes what you say and then really resonates with it and decides to fight in your name and go harass that person. That's your fault, apparently. Now, this is sort of widely understood to be something that creators should be very cautious of and always say, like, don't harass people. And, I mean, I get why you'd want to do that, because doing your best to mitigate that situation, because it's just bad for both parties, because, like, someone's getting extremely harassed, and you are now being responsible for a bunch of fucking blockheads in your audience that are yelling for no apparent reason, and are just taking your ideology, your beliefs, and applying it to themselves, and then going to harass other people just because they can. I like the meme that says, oh, that's a nice opinion. Did a YouTuber give it to you? Because it really rings true, because people just can't fucking think for themselves nowadays. If you can't tell, this is a rant video. I'm just ranting because I'm so fucking deranged right now. Let me give you an analogy here, okay? Let's say, okay, the date is September 10th, 1997. Alright, I'm running for Australian Prime Minister, okay? And I shit my pants in the middle of a fucking Macca's, alright? and it's on live television, and everyone sees it. And now, everyone upon seeing me shitting my pants, they think, oh, well, that's the cool thing to do now, isn't it? And then they go shit their pants, okay? Am I solely responsible? Am I solely responsible for the mess that is going to ensue for thousands of people shitting their pants? Am I gonna have to pay the janitors to clean it up, okay? Am I the sole creator of this catastrophe? Am I the sole harbinger of this shitty situation? Is this my burden to bear on my bottom, okay? No. That's stupid, and if you think so, you're stupid. Now apply that to online influencers, okay? Now I think that might be a little bit off as a little bit off as a comparison, for the simple reason that this occurs in real life. When you're on the internet, things don't matter because it's a fucking face that you're not physically there for. You can just yell at people with little to no consequences, unless it's about a black people or LGBTQ+. Then, you know, that's off limits. You know, that's too far. Make fun of anyone else but those people, or else you're going to get fucking doxxed. So yeah, when you're on the internet, people are more inclined to do some bullshittery. Immediately take a creator side and start harassing other people, especially people that are terminally online. Like, at least some people still have, like, a little tiny bit of a brain left where they can decide, okay, you know, maybe I shouldn't harass people. And that's why creators add the whole, you know, oh, okay, guys, you know, don't harass people, please. And I want to take a look at a few takes, okay? Some really weird takes that I saw on the internet. Like, if we look here, Big Willie fucking says, you are not responsible for your audience unless you directly tell them to do something. They are their own people. If you have 100,000 views, statistically speaking, one of them is going to be unhinged. Now, in general, I pretty much just agree with that statement. I think that could pretty well sum up what I believe. I still think there's a little bit more nuance, because I think two things can be true at once, kind of like Ninja's take here, where he says, you aren't responsible for them, but you have a responsibility to be a good role model and leader, especially when you're talking about sensitive topics. Now, for the nuance that I mentioned earlier, I think I'm going to use iDubbbz for an example of this. So he grew to really dislike his community, and he is harboring a lot of guilt for all the things that he had, you know, had a hand in doing. Like normalizing saying the N-word and shit like that. It's just my opinion. I don't think iDubbbz is solely responsible if some fucking loser teenager said the N-word to their teacher and got kicked out of the classroom, okay? It's partly the kid's fault, it's partly the parents' fault. And yeah, there is some responsibility on iDubbbz's end, but then again, you can't factor in every single person that's possibly could ever watch your video. That is a ridiculous notion. You can't do that. Like, that's like saying I can't mention stubbing my toe because someone has extreme trauma from stubbing their toe one time, and if I ever mention stubbing their toe, I'm gonna get a Twitter mob sent on me. That's ridiculous, that's absurd, and it would never happen. Hopefully. Same thing applies here. You can't account for some fucking weirdo, some moron, to come here and say, oh hey, he said the N-word when he's trying to make a point about the absurdity of certain slurs. Let's just start using the N-word now. That's a fantastic idea. And it also falls on the parents for not teaching their kid, hey, yeah, you probably shouldn't say this, you know. Just cause funny internet man said, you know, say slurs, you know, that doesn't mean you should go around saying slurs. If the creator has a large portion of responsibility for what their audience does, that takes away accountability from their audience, and it makes these people that are fucking brain dead and can just rely on the excuse of, oh hey, well, you know, this streamer said this, so that means it completely justifies the way I'm acting. Or this YouTuber did this on camera and I thought it was funny, so that means I'm gonna go out in public and start saying the N-word to everyone. You know, that's just totally justified, right? No, it's not, and it's fucking dumb. But sorry, I didn't mention the fucking nuance. Jesus Christ, this is such a shit video. So you're going to attract audience that is pretty similar to you. Like me, for example, I make content that I find at least somewhat entertaining. So if other people find my content entertaining, we have similar senses of humor. Therefore, anything that I make, they'll usually find entertaining. Or at least that's the idea. Now, again, using iDubbbz as an example, if you're saying the N-word a lot, you're either going to attract people that get the joke, or you're going to attract crazy people that are like racist and are following you because, oh yeah, he said the funny N-word, you know, haha, you know, this guy is great, you know, those silly black people, am I right? You obviously run that risk, but again, you're not solely responsible for every single person in your audience, and you can't possibly predict one weirdo going fucking nuts at your school handing out the N-word like Jehovah's Witness hands out fucking pamphlets at my goddamn door. Anyways, that's my little rant for the day. I'm tired as fuck. I need to stay up for the rest of the day so I can sleep at a normal time now instead of going to bed at 6 in the morning. So I leave you with the message of the day. Think for yourself, okay? Don't be a fucking loser. Here's the message. Like and subscribe, leave a comment on what you think. Take care.